Hi and welcome back to my channel. This is Tare Bear Budgets. My name is Taryn and my husband and I are on a financial journey which includes becoming debt-free and achieving the financial freedom we both want. If this is interesting to you and you want to learn more about zero-based budgeting, cash envelopes, or sinking funds, please join our community and subscribe. All right, let's get stuffing. So this week I am going to be cash stuffing 3 of my binders. I have decided to try to implement a new system, I guess would be the word. Normally I would just cash stuff my weekly wallet with what I know we need. However, what I want to try to do is better understand the dollar amount that we would typically spend in each of these categories. And so when I stuff these, I normally do random amounts just based on like what's available. However, I'd like to kind of give a specific number to these categories. So I need to pay a little bit more attention to our spending habits. I do track my spending. I use the budget by paycheck workbook method, but I have not quite gotten to the point where I can say I will need X amount of dollars in this category a month. And that's what I'm going to try to do. So yeah, let's get into it. So this might be a little bit confusing and I apologize, but you're kind of along for the ride. So in my wallet, I normally keep these categories since these are the ones that I would typically need when I'm out and about. I do the shopping. My husband will pick something up if I ask him to, but I do the majority of the shopping. So what I'm going to start doing is stuffing the binders. Those will stay at home and are safe so that my husband has access to them as well. That's another reason why I'm switching the method, just because I want him to be able to pull from the binders if needed. And then I will only carry with me what I think I might need for that day. And again, if I don't have it, that's fine. I will just use our checking account cushion, and then I will take the money back to the bank to replenish it. I typically go to the bank once a week just because that's how often we get paid. I get paid twice a month. He gets paid twice a month. So it usually averages once a week. It's not inconvenient for me. It's not out of the way. I absolutely love bank days. I know some people feel that having to go to the bank is inconvenient, but you know what's far more inconvenient is when you've spent all your money and you have nothing to show for it. You don't know where it went, and now you're not sure how you're going to pay that bill. So I choose to make my bank runs and enjoy them. So, all right. So for my fun envelope this week, I have not touched it. We have not been out. I have not had a reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep 100 in there because we have the weekend coming up. It is Mother's Day weekend. We do have money set aside for that, but I don't know, maybe I'll want to spend something. So I'm going to keep 100, and then I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to put that somewhere else and we'll figure it out. So for my nails, I actually go get them done tomorrow. So this is going to stay in here because I'm going to need that. I pay in cash, so that's going to stay in there. Then everything else is going to remain empty for right now because I created the same envelopes but in my binders. Okay. All right. So these binders came in. I really love them. It's a softer PVC. So it's actually so much easier to like open. Like it doesn't, like yes, it goes to close, but not nearly like the ones that are stiff. Like it just takes like that and it stays open. And so I actually created a holiday sinking fund binder, and that is now in my Etsy shop. It's kind of like a beginner bundle. I will see if I am savvy enough to like insert a picture somewhere on the screen to show you what I'm talking about. And then I'll put a link in the comments. So this is my 1 month ahead binder. I am already 1 month ahead in a couple of these areas. I created a little dashboard for myself so I know what amounts I need to save. Oh no, there you go. So I'm not rushing to get this done. Yes, it would be nice, but this is just something I'll add to as I have like extra funds, and eventually be 1 month, in some areas 2 months ahead, which would be nice. So for right now, let's go ahead and add a little bit to this binder. Okay, for mortgage, that is going to get $50. We purchased our home over a decade ago for a really amazing price. So we're very fortunate to have an extremely affordable mortgage. And we were able to refinance when the pandemic first started and have now a really good interest rate. So super happy about that. So I'm going to give 50 to mortgage. Then I'm going to add 50 to Toyota. This is my husband's car. So I had mentioned in another video that when he was promoted to a management position, we did purchase him a more reliable car than the one that he had. And I don't mind. I am not upset. It is a super nice car. Okay, so I think that now we're going to try to finish off Spectrum. So let's see. Let's do 20, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 20, 40, 60, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. So I need 13 more. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. So this should be 95, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 95. Okay, so that finishes Spectrum. So Spectrum is just our internet. We have high-speed internet. I do telework from home. My kids are homeschooled, so having a good internet is very important to us. And we do not have cable, so this is all we pay to Spectrum. Okay, so that's good. And then I think that's it for this binder. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take this binder. All right, so I created this binder to be the one that is essentially kind of mimicking what I would carry in my wallet, or like kind of those weekly spending categories. But that way my husband and I can both pull from it. And I created this dashboard because I oftentimes find myself holding my breath. And yeah, I'm actually going to be saving for a tattoo. I have Exodus here. I want Breathe here. Just as a reminder, again, I often forget to breathe and find myself holding my breath. Okay. So my husband has asked that I skip his. He's good right now with some, cash that he has. So I'm going to skip him. So that's why you're not going to see me give him some spending money. I'm going to put money in here. All right, so I'm going to do 20, 30, 40, 50. So I'm going to keep this in this binder. I'll keep the other 100 in my wallet. And if I need more, I can pull from this. But if I don't touch this, that's, this will just be in here for whenever I need to. Okay. So I'm going to start saving for the next nail appointment, and that will stay in this binder versus my wallet I don't need to carry all of that with me. So we are going to do 50, 60, 70, 80, 5 to get it started. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I would encourage you to go back. I kind of give a breakdown as to the cost for some of these things, these services. It's not just me, so I know it seems like a lot of money, but it's not just me. Okay, so date night, I already have some in here, but I'm going to go ahead and add 20 more. So that should give me 120. Okay. Okay, so beauty is going to get 30. So when I make my cash envelopes, especially since now I've added them to my shop, I double laminate them. They are thick, they are sturdy. I laminate them with both 3 mil and 5 mil laminate. My goal is also to make it so that they last a long time. And on the top, I don't know if you can see, I extend the laminate just above the vellum a little bit, because I've seen some where it kind of like starts to open and the vellum starts to be exposed, and I want to avoid that. I want these to last a long time. I really do strive to make them as perfect as I can get them. So dining out is going to get 30. We are a family of 5, so when we dine out, we don't do fast food, so it's generally about $100, if not more, to eat out, and I am a generous tipper, so I always make sure that we have enough. Home is going to get 30. Okay. Sam's Club is going to get 30. I used to have a Sam's Club envelope, and then I stopped. I just, did our weekly groceries, because I literally go to Sam's Club weekly, but I realized like I don't always go to Sam's Club for like bulk items in terms of like meat and stuff. So that's what this is going to do. This is going to be when we need to go and purchase meat to separate and freeze. Like we'll buy larger cuts of meat and then we'll cut it up, and then we have like those vacuum sealers, and we'll individually package them. So that's what this is going to be. That way I could try to minimize our weekly grocery bill and save to be able to stock things that we, that have a good shelf life or that can freeze for at least 6 months if needed. Okay, so forgive me. Pets Care is going to get 50. We'll do 20, 30, 45. We'll do 5 ones. Okay. I decided not to do just all large bills because I sometimes need change. So I figured I could do smaller denominations for now, because if I spend this, I need to be able to take, possibly put it back into our checking account to replenish our cushion. And it's easier if I can just pull out the exact amount. Okay, so I don't think, no, kids is getting 20. I think I may have messed up on my denominations. I have it as kids should get 40. We'll see. I'm going to put it and figure it out later if I'm short somewhere. Bowling has 100, so I'm not adding to that. Okay, so this binder is done, and that's so pretty. I love it. I've been really enjoying making things and really tapping into my creativity again. For many years I stopped, but it's been helping with my anxiety and my PTSD. Okay, so this is my short-term sinking funds binder. Okay, so let's see. All right, vacation I'm not adding to right now. So the Ryker seat, my husband has a Can-Am Ryker and it has only one seat. So we want to add a second seat so that him and I can go ride together. So for this, I am going to add 2 20s. Okay, so let's just see. So that should have 90. Okay. I just created this envelope. So I don't have anything going to it right now, but I will because I want that Breathe tattoo. And then clothing, I am actually adding 20, 30, so 50, 60, 70, 80. So clothing is actually going to be for me. I have the back to school envelope for my kids, but clothing is going to be for me. I have lost significant weight since December of 2021 when I cut out sugar and flour. And so I'm going to need new clothes. I've gotten some things because I literally had no choice, but eventually I would like to do some real good shopping. So I'm going to save for that. And then Amazon, see, Amazon is supposed to have 30, but that's okay. I'll just do the 20 because I gave the kids 40, so that's fine. And this is really an envelope I probably shouldn't even have because Amazon is an issue for me. Well, maybe that's why I should have the envelope, but I really should stop shopping on Amazon. But at least if I do have this envelope, then it's cash flowed, right? So I think I was supposed to put something I cut in color, but I don't know. I need to check to make sure that I did my cash teller slip correct and pulled out the right denominations. But that already has 100, so we're good. So for these $4, I am going to add that to my savings challenge. So I used to keep my dollars in a jar. So if you've seen my past videos, you know that. But I decided to keep it in an envelope so the bills, because you could see the ones in my jar were getting all crinkled. So let me grab my marker. Okay, so we're going to add 4. Okay. And then eventually, like these envelopes, these little challenges could also be a source of pulling and making change. So I have the dollar one, and then I created a $5, $10, and a $20 challenge. These are not things that I will be pushing to fill. If I happen to have an extra 10, great. For the most part, it'll either go to our long-term sinking funds that we're trying to build up, or maybe even my 52-week challenge, which I'm behind, but I just, I'm trying to fill these envelopes first. But if I have any extra, I will throw it in here, but I'm not really pushing to fill them. But I created them because some people need like these small wins. So just even saving those $4, I had already started saving. So look, I'm already almost done with this sheet, which will mean I'll have $52. And then I just wipe this off and start over. Okay. So that is it. If anyone has any questions for me about my system or this change that I'm going to be implementing, just let me know in the comments. And if you know anyone that could benefit from a zero-based budget, cash stuffing, saving for those, holidays and events that we know occur every year, please go ahead and share this video with them, and maybe they could follow and subscribe to the channel and get more information on that. So I appreciate you guys watching and being here to follow our journey and support us, and I hope that we can also do the same for you. And again, if you have any questions, please put it in the comments. I will go ahead and link to my Etsy shop in the comments as well, in case you need a holiday starter bundle. And I will see if I can add something to this video for you to see what I'm talking about. I am still working on my video editing skills, and hopefully they get better over time. But all right, thank you so much for joining me. Bye.